Once again.
Good morning and welcome to the second day of Europe's biggest guitar show. We're in Mannheim, Germany here at Guitar Summit on day 2. As you can see maybe behind me, already long queues forming to get in. Let's go take a look. I'm here at the Nobels booth, and just yesterday there was a release of a new pedal.
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about
Two new pedals. And so, just to introduce you here, this is the ODR1, originated in 1993, and that's for 25 years the number one pedal in Nashville in the country, western, and studio scene. So John Shanks plays it, Tim Pierce plays it, all these guys. And so we made a little brother, which is the Mini. The Mini, this is the new model that has here some part I show you in a second. And we made a big brother here, for we have the situation that for single coils in Nashville perfect, but when you have humbuckers, the low end is too heavy. So we have a little switch in here where you can cut away the 80 hertz, or you can blend away the 80 hertz here. Okay? And what we also have, you have now a second gain stage. You can go up 29.6 dB, which is heavy, right? And we also have a remote as the only ones, I guess, of all pedals, where you can switch the unit on-off from somewhere else. So we have here, for example, if you switch this one, the pedal goes on and off. If you switch this one here, the second gain goes on and off, right?
Very cool.
And that's what the people love. This is the little brother. And there we also now incorporated the bass cut so that you can take away for humbuckers the 80 hertz situation. Okay, that's it, basically what we have, and we come with 4 more models of reverb, but that is a secret for December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. That was Nobels.
This is the number one stretch strap. You see, I started the shop number 1 in Hamburg in 1977. We had our customers had been the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Scorpions, and all the big guys. For we had the American vintage guitars. And then a friend of mine, the guitar player from Lake, came in and said, "I have an idea." So he came with a guitar strap that stretches, right? But it's so strong that when you put on a Les Paul with 4.5 kilos, it's not moving at all. But then you can push it down, and that's what the young kids like. They can do show effects. But the old guys, Jeff Beck played it for 30 years, Seymour Duncan plays it still after 40 years, for it takes away the weight here. When you're in studio with a 4.5 kilo guitar or a bass, you know what it means after some hours to your shoulder, and this distributes the weight. And that's the reason why you introduced it again. Right?
This is new, back again?
Back again, yeah. Now we make the elastic still in Germany, like 40 years ago, but we ship over the elastic to the US. They put on the leather ends, and then we import it again.
Okay, we're here with Patrick James Eggle Guitars, this time at the Guitar Summit. We met at the Birmingham Guitar Show. You guys seem to really like his guitars, so we're going to take another look at what you've brought to Germany.
Yeah, okay, I'll just walk you through the 6 guitars we have here. I'll tell you what, let's go this way round. To show off what we do, or can do, with our custom shop options, these were just for a bit of fun. So this is a single pickup Oz with a deco engraved pickguard, micro thin nitro finish with lovely lacquer checking, mother of pearl block inlays, neck binding. I'll tell you what, if I pick it up, a totally unfigured quarter sawn roasted rock maple neck, very very sturdy and very steady. There you go, just that, nothing more to tell you about it really, just
a nice classic,
nice cool little deco. And then we've got a similar thing on a 96, so they're kind of like almost like a matched pair. Here we have this is one of our most popular models. This is a Macon Vintage. Again, aged, very thin nitro finish. in this colour is called grained blonde. So we spray the colour onto the wood, and then we put a thin base coat of clear lacquer over that, and then we pour fill over the base coat, and then clear lacquer over that. So, single ply tortoiseshell pickguard, very classy. Tortoiseshell backplates, roasted wide flame maple neck. That's lovely, huh?
Well, that looks amazing.
And then trapezoid inlays, ebony fretboard, vintage tuners. P90 humbucker is probably my favourite format. You get a very, very broad range of tones with very simple wiring. I think where's the core split? There you go, there's a core split for the bridge. Nice simple wrap over bridge. Here we have the Macon carve tops, which is our probably our flagship model. This is a ridiculous piece of, I don't need to tell you that, do I? It's a ridiculous piece of tube quilt. I would class that as exhibition grade. It's been hand stained. It's beautiful sage green. And then it's got ebony knobs, switch tips, pickup surrounds. It's got open frame mother of pearl inlays. With that is actually that insert is stained flamed maple. It's very subtle, but we think it's very tasteful. And then it's a single piece of Honduran mahogany, which we've treated to with potassium to oxidise it, and it just basically makes it look darker and older. And roasted flame maple neck. Flame maple binding, rolled edge, with mother of pearl side dots in black rings, so they just pop a little bit more. It's got our low wind paths in that. And next here, this is actually one that I hand carved myself. We normally CNC carve them, and I just thought I'd see if I could still do it. So,
Looks like you've still got it.
so I hand carved this one, and this is a beautiful piece of quarter sawn eastern red maple from Michigan. Just lovely. I love these tops. Hand stained to I'd call this colour worn gold. Everything else where you'd expect to find it. Open frame inlays again with burl maple inserts, so it looks a little bit different. Not sure if the lighting is so good here, but on the back we have this is called Pomeli sapeli, so it's basically quilted African mahogany. Roasted maple neck.
Is that a one-piece body?
Yes, they're all one-piece bodies.
Oh, come on.
But I jumped through hoops to get this mahogany. Now this one, this is rather special. We brought this to the show yesterday, sold it in about the first 2 hours. So again, a really exceptional top, really wide flame. It's kind of stained with we stained it first by hand, gold to kind of like a light straw, and then we put a teardrop T-burst over that. Mahogany neck, mahogany body, all one piece. Open back, vintage tuners. Maple neck binding, rosewood fretboard, open frames. But the extra special unique thing about this is that the guy that makes our pickups for us, Mark Ransley at Mojo Pickups, he managed to get hold of some genuine 50s spool wire, 42 AWG wire, okay? and it's obviously in very limited supply. But we use it on these low wind paths, and then to go with that we've got vintage wiring, special pots, and we've got Sprague capacitors to go with that. So it's all proper vintage. And then we used this beautiful mottled brown Bakelite for the back plates.
So this is like a vintage Patrick James Eggle that's brand new.
It is. It's got an actual piece, like it's a brand new instrument, but it's got actual 50s history in it, which is very cool. And I promise you might think all this is kind of smoke and mirrors, but I promise you this guitar sounds incredible. It really does have something. So there you go, that's that. And with that, you can actually order that as an add-on to an existing guitar. We can basically take it back for you, and we can use some of these special pickups with the genuine 50s wire, and rewire it for you and all that, and put the different back plates on. Or you can order it with a guitar, which you're ordering from us. We do that as a thing. So there you go.
Okay, well thank you very much, Patrick.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to try and show you the scale of the guitar somewhat, which is hard to do because we're in the basement currently, and multiple booths kind of everywhere, and it extends all the way down there, and then we go upstairs to the ground floor, which is probably the biggest floor, I think. Well, everything is kind of the same size, but the ground floor has the biggest booths. Like you can see here, as we just ascend the steps here, you've got a big Yamaha booth, you've got Schecter, Black Star, Ibanez is over here, a lot of booths. Then we've got steps to a second floor, and then there's also a third floor. This is a big show. So we're here with Lee from PJD Guitars, and it's no longer just guitars, Lee, it's PJD basses?
Absolutely, yeah. They're making basses now, so it's something we wanted to do for quite a while, and literally probably in the last few months we've actually pulled our finger out and made some basses. So I'll show you what we've got. I'm going to start at the top just because this is here. So these are the custom shops, some guitars there as well, but this is the Carey bass, and it's actually the same size as the Carey guitar, which is pretty cool. This is, top of the line. We've got some custom hand-wound B90s, and as you can see, the inserts are made from the same material as the top, which is pretty cool. 34-inch scale length, just a standard kind of Fender kind of vibe, but a little bit different. Really nice flame roasted maple neck, which looks awesome. But probably what's more appealing is the standard range. So the standard range, which has been really popular for us just because of the price point and the quality, we're now offering a bass. So this is £1,399. I can't convert that quick enough into euros.
And these are made in the UK?
These are all made in the UK, so we do everything in-house. Obviously the hardware we don't, but it's Gotar hardware, which we use on all of our guitars. We make all the pickups in-house as well. So as you can see, it's a nice open grain nitrocellulose finish. It's fairly lightweight, balances really nicely. This has got a rosewood board, you can have a maple board, and we also offer various different pickup configurations. So it's a P, we do a PJ, we do a JJ, and we do a Music Man as well. And they're all the same price, so
you can really get whatever you want.
Pretty much, yeah. And then obviously there's, a whole bunch of different colours you can choose from. If there's something custom you want, we'll do that for you as well.
And it looks like different shapes as well.
Yeah. So that's the St. John. So it's kind of an offset vibe. So that's the St. John, and obviously this is a This is a very nice surf green with a maple board. Got the JJ pickup configuration.
And would one of these come as the same price as the this one over here?
Exactly, yeah. So these are also 1399. And you can have a rosewood board or a maple board. Same price, no upcharge. And everything is also plecked. So for that price you get a full pleck setup. And if you know anything about pleck, you know, the playability is just second to none. It's unbelievable. So yeah, we're really proud to be able to offer these at such a good price, really.
It's a really, really good price. I wasn't expecting it to be as low as it is.
That's kind of our thing, though. You know, it's always been, you know, I've always wanted to build guitars that musicians can afford. Obviously, we do the nice stuff, the fancy stuff, which is obviously more expensive. But you know, to actually be able to offer something that's affordable is always been something that we've kind of wanted to do. So yeah, really happy to be able to offer these now.
Very nice. We actually just finished the interview with PJD, and then I saw this guitar, and Lee showed me the reveal of what the neck looked like. I'm just going to show you this guitar.
So this is our St. John Elite from our custom shop. So we kind of just wanted to showcase what we can do and what's available, basically. So the pickups are again hand wound by us, and lovely inserts there from the same maple that's on the top, which is a nice little touch. And then the big reveal is that.
Ooh. That is beautiful. And
this is the swamp ash option, so we can do mahogany, swamp. You can kind of do whatever you want with the custom shop, really. These are a bit more expensive, obviously, as I'm sure you can understand why. These are 3,199, and the options list is not endless, but if there's a different neck profile, you know, you want a compound radius, you want specific pickups, so we'll actually build you and voice your own pickups depending on what style you play, so you can kind of really go to town with it. But yeah, that's the St. John Elite.
Very nice. Thank you, Lee.
Cheers.
We're here at the Manson guitar booth with Ames, and she's going to show us a couple of cool guitars.
Yeah, of course. So we've got two brand new releases at the show. So right here we have the MB Floyd Rose. So it's loaded with a fuzz factory, got Sustainiac, kill button. We've even got coil tap in there, and of course the Floyd Rose. So this is brand new for us, and hopefully we'll be releasing a production run fairly soon. We've also got our other new release, which if you just follow me, is just around the other side of our stand. So this one here is our Oryx. So we've just kind of revised and gone in and experimented a bit with Nolly. And so it's single bridge pickup, super simple. It's a polymath, got series parallel, a bit of a treble bleed in there, and shallow harness bridge. It's a really, really good beast. So yeah, it feels and sounds amazing. It's super lightweight, and yeah, it sounds wonderful. We've also got a few of our, more classic guitars that we're kind of known for. So got a MIDI guitar right here. So with our wonderful MIDI controllers, as well as Sustainiac, and yeah, it's definitely something bright and colourful rather than a stealthy kind of.
And how would you use like one of those with the touchpad?
So these here, it's just a MIDI controller. So we have a MIDI out on here, so you just wire that into, say, a Chaos pad or even a Digitech whammy, and yeah, you just touch the screen and it controls your pedals. So you can, if you're at a gig, you can be on the other side of the stage and still be able to use your whammy. It's an amazing feature, and yeah, you're not tied to your pedal board then, are you? So you can sit on the other side of the room and still have all the capabilities of your pedal board. It's
very cool.
Yeah, really, really cool.
We're here at Three-Sider, or it means three strings in German, and this is a 3-string
hubcap guitar.
Hubcap.
Yeah. So it got three strings. Usually they are tuned like this one is, I think, G D G. So it's a power chord, You can do all kinds of stuff with it. The guy building it is Wolfgang, and he made it out of a Mercedes hubcap. This is a genuine Mercedes hubcap. This is the basic model. It's my private guitar. I bought this last year. And the detailing on these is really, really good. You could check out on this one, you can see it even better. Like, check out the yeah. And this is a regular 6-string, so they come in all different shapes and sizes.
We're here at RUF Guitars, and you've got quite the impressive booth. You've got a lot of really cool looking guitars. Could you show us a few?
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. So this year we have something new for you. So this year we extended our range of models to the V7 and V8 models. So this is like a first prototype of the V8. It's quite a big guitar, but I couldn't stand, like I just wanted to make it that way. So it's like as long as possible. It looks like more like a harp than the real guitar. But yeah, this is like what else we have. We also have like this year we made more guitars with the fabric. We are using the same, like we are wearing the same shirts we have for the guitars. As you can see, the pink guitar V is the same the guy is wearing over there, Vdova. And my guitar, apparently, where is it? Oh, it's over here. Sorry. So this is one of the features we have with our guitars. As we make them from the carbon composite, we basically start the process from putting a lot of layers of carbon to the mold. But other than that, we can use different fabrics for the like finishing layer to make it look more like appealing. If people don't like the carbon finish, we can put the regular shirt, or we can add, I don't know, we can leave the carbon. We can put different fabrics like camo as well. So many variants of this.
You can get a guitar to look kind of how you want it.
Yes, exactly. And other than that, thanks to the carbon, I want to show you something more. This year we want to sacrifice one of our models for demonstration like this. So excuse me. So as we are talking, I'm basically jumping on this guitar. And the neck, as you can see, is bending a little bit because carbon has this fantastic feature. It's very elastic material. But once I jump off, it returns to a shape where it was originally. And when you play it, there you have it. Normal guitar, and just a regular day with your guitar dropped to the floor. Once again. Yeah. So we can make ollies. If you know how to make ollie on the skateboard, maybe you can try. I don't know.
That was scary.
I know, and please be careful. If you ever buy a RUF guitar, don't try to destroy it on the stage, because it might damage you instead of the guitar. Really, be careful with that one.
I'm here with Rich at the Palmer booth, and you're going to run us through a couple of the products that Palmer offer.
I am, yes. I don't know how well you guys know Palmer, but you should know us well, because we're 40 years old as a company, and we have a bunch of different stuff. Now, Palmer's most famous for its DI boxes, going back decades, but we recently sort of refreshed the line, so they all sort of look very similar from here, but they all do different things. This is called our River series. There's a bunch of different things: DI boxes, active and passive. There's a reamp box, there's line isolator boxes. There are many different boxes in the River series, and all the information's on the Palmer site. But the new ones to show you would be this one here. It's an active DI box, the Havel. They're all named after German rivers, by the way, and not even famous German rivers, but that's all part of the fun. Then we've got at the back here a 2-channel active DI box, the In. This is also new. The In is also a river, by the way. Then we've got another active DI box, which is new. That's the Mosel here, and this gives you slightly different options. And again, go onto the Palmer website to see which one works best for you. But the most exciting of the new ones, the one which I actually use most, is the Saar, which is my favorite German river, and that's not even a joke because I live in that area of Germany. And this is a guitar splitter box, so if you're going to be running your guitar into 2 amps or something like that, that's actually a pretty cool thing to have. We also do power supplies for pedal boards, which I guess most of you are going to be familiar with, bunch of different options, price points, and so on, and so on. And I think the highlight at the moment is probably the Supreme Soaker here, which we call the Analog Dynamic Tube Amp Hub. Now, I think a lot of you will know the Aux box. I think you've probably used an Aux box yourself as well many times. We like to kind of say that this is sort of an analog version, but a bit different as well. So if you're a tube amp person and you really want to keep your rig fully analog, well, you can go with this, and you don't need to install an app or anything like that. There's no deep menu diving or anything. It's all kind of here. So it's a load box and an attenuator. It's got a stereo effects loop in it as well. You can blend the sound of your cab, your mic'd up cab, with the line out on this. We've got a line EQ and a speaker tone control, so you can do many different options there in terms of tones. It's just a really cool thing to have, and I'd really recommend that you test it if you get the chance. We also do studio stuff with Palmer, as you can see at the back there, our Studiomon 5 studio monitors. We've got our monitor controllers there, new 19-inch rack-sized DI boxes, and our new audio over cat stuff for the real cable freaks. And that's the Palmer brand. Check it all out at palmergermany.com if you've left this in. Cheers.
We're here at the Legator booth, and Ryan, there's some cool looking guitars here.
Thanks,
could you show us a few?
Yeah, appreciate you coming by, man. So this year we have like a whole new line of guitars, as you can see behind me on the wall. This one here is a collaboration piece we did with Alex Terrible. It was with Slaughter to Prevail, so obviously the signature like blood splatter look, paired with the red Fishmans. Super cool. Got the push-pull for the different voicing options. We topped it off with a red LED kill switch as well, so when you plug it in, it lights up red, gives you that that presence there. We got a Richlight ebony fingerboard with the custom Slaughter to Prevail mask inlay. Super cool. It's a set-through construction, gloss body, satin neck, because you got to be shreddy, and then it even comes with the hand signature by Alex himself, and locking tuners as well. And it comes in the black as well as the white finish here. And then we have our whole new line of X series guitars, which is like the Buckeye Burl stuff here. Let me go ahead and show you one of these. This one's my favorite here. I call this Caribbean. It's a gloss finish, California Buckeye Burl top. We infused it with an epoxy resin. Again, our signature LED kill switch to match the whole look of the guitar. This one comes with the bolt-ons for that snappy tone, 5-piece Wingate maple neck, alder body, and locking tuners as well. And Richlight fingerboard as well with stainless steel frets, so it's just super stable. But yeah, man.
Very nice.
We kind of have every different color now. Everything comes in every string count, 6, 7, and 8 for the most part. We have new neck profiles as well. So now we like the thinner necks, faster playability with the 80s shred style guitar, the crackle finish with modern features. We have the open core classics, Floyd Rose. This comes in green as well as purple, as you can see here. But the big thing is the neck profile on these. So it's actually super thin. It's an 18-inch radius fingerboard, so super flat, with a 17.5 to 19.5 neck thickness. So it doesn't really get faster than this. And you can see the super cool crackle, satin neck, gloss body. Just the fully spec'd out 80 shred with modern features.
Okay, so today is the Saturday, and as you would expect, it's a lot busier than yesterday, the Friday. A lot more people, a lot bigger crowds. But you know what? I think that's a good sign, because people are often talking about how trade shows of guitars are dying, but doesn't seem to be from where I'm standing. I'm here with Siggi Braun from not only Siggi Braun Guitars, but also ZenRok.
ZenRok, yeah. This is my new brand. It's called ZenRok Guitars. They are built in South Korea, and I like the Eastern culture. I like the Zen culture, but I also like rock and roll and metal culture. So we have Zen. It's from the Buddhism, and we have the rock. So I like the combination of these two poles, you know. So and they're coming from Korea, and we have 3 models. This is very hot It's a Firebird style a little bit, you know, but it's trimmed to metal styles, and it's for unique players, for tall players, because it's a big body. It's a real man guitar, you know. So, and we have our Phoenix. It's as you can see, it's a very super strat style guitar. It's available as 7-string also. It's available with Floyd Rose stainless steel. These guitars are very high quality. Stainless steel frets, Seymour Duncan pickups, hip shot hardware. So it's very high quality. But of course, it's much cheaper compared to my custom shop guitars. You know.
Could we take a look at those?
Sure, of course. Let's go. At the Siggi Braun Custom Shop, we are building single-build guitars according to the demands of our customers. And they're all unique, they're all handmade, and you can influence to every detail on every guitar. So there is no limit. We are doing, as you can see, vintage-style guitars with incredible relic finishes. We are also doing signature guitars, like left-hand guitars. We love to work with professional. You know, you get the real feedback of how it works, how reliable are the guitars. You know, so I love to work with professional musicians. And we have very cool. This is a microtonal fretboard. You can move every single fretboard to achieve these little quarter tones, you know. It's not one step or half step, it's a step in between.
It's whatever you want.
Yeah, it's whatever you want. Yeah. So you can play any how do you say, mode, and it's incredible. It's not easy to play, of course, because you have to adjust them very carefully. But my artist here, Thomas Maus, he loves it. And these are our this year highlight, because these are my 30th anniversary guitars. This is a double neck with a baritone and a 2 humbucker guitar. The beautiful Buckeye Ball. Here's the Angel Wing model. Beautiful top, beautiful fretboard, beautiful inlays. Matching back top, beautiful neck. And they are all, how to say, tailor-made for customers.
Made specifically just for the player.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, that was Siggi Braun Guitars.
Yeah, come here to the Guitar Summit and have a nice day.
Okay, so this is for everyone who was looking for some pointy guitars. We found the really pointy guitars. I'm here with Nick from MGH Guitars, and you've got quite a few pointy guitars here.
Yes, we do. We brought a good selection of sharp things. So I've got in my hands the MGH Nazgul. This was actually a design from a customer of ours. We built him a one-off, and at the same time we built 3 or 4 more, and this year we built even more because we find the shape so fucking cool. We've got 24 frets. We build these with a Tunematic bridge, a hardtail, a Floyd Rose. Pickups are also from us, hand wound. We build everything ourselves in Berlin, all handmade, no CNC. And yeah, this is one of my favorite guitars on the stand today. So these 3 down here is a design from Jamie Oldfield. You know him?
Yeah.
Yep. So I've been working with Jamie recently over the last few months. He designed this shape with the help of a friend of his, decided all the specs. We built him a custom bridge pickup. and put these together in the last sort of 6 months. It's a sort of a homage to his first guitar, he says, which was also a silver sparkle with cream binding.
Okay, very nice.
And then we've got Goto Floyd Rose, Goto tuners, jumbo shark fin inlays. A lot of companies don't like to do a shark fin inlay on the 24th fret because it's a bit tricky with the material being so thin, but we kind of went for it.
And so you're kind of like a custom shop builder, so if someone comes to you with a shape, you can build them anything that they want.
Exactly. As long as the shape works in theory, we'll build it. We might have some tips on how to do it differently, how you might improve it, but generally it's all custom designed for customers.
That's
yes. This is also a Nazgul, which was the first guitar I just showed you, but we decided to make a slightly more metal version because it wasn't metal enough to begin with.
a little bit of a horror movie aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly. But the cool thing about this is if you find these uncomfortable, you can unscrew them.
Ah. The guitar that you don't bring through an airport.
Nah. I would at least take them off first, the spikes. Hang them from your bullet belt or something.
I think you've brought the most guitars I've seen to the summit.
That could be. I'm not sure about some of the big manufacturers. Maybe Ibanez has more. But we actually brought less than last year.
Well,
we just tried to bring a big range of stuff that we can do to show everyone what's possible and maybe inspire some people.
Well, that's for everyone who wants a pointy, heavy metal guitar at MGH Guitars. Thank you.
Cool. Cheers.
Okay, this wouldn't be my usual outro, but I left a bit early for a break, and I just didn't go back because I am exhausted. For some reason, I'm feeling this a lot more than walking around the Namm floor, and it's been a talk throughout the day when people are asking about, what's it like compared to Namm, and I think it feels like there's more at the Guitar Summit than Namm, guitar-wise anyway. Namm is much bigger, a flatter open space, and the booths themselves are much bigger, but there isn't any spare room at the Guitar Summit. Everything is here. It's all packed in, and there is a lot of walking, lots of different floors, a lot of steps, a lot of stairs, and I think maybe that's why I'm feeling it more so than Namm, where it's just flat. But yeah, it's an enjoyable show. I just am tired, so I'm cutting this one short today so I can deliver fully tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video, which is the final day at Guitar Summit 2024, Europe's biggest guitar show. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.